Okay, I made some painty papers last week, which I may or may not put the video at the beginning of this. I don't know. Some of them I did on camera, some of them I did off. But I'm cutting them into smaller pieces now. And then I'm going to, you know, decorate them up with some mark making and whatnot. So I thought I would just bring you along for the cutting part because you might like to see how I'm doing this. So I'm doing a long strip. Let's see, this one is, come on. This one is give or take 9. So I'm going to cut it at 6. So now I have a long strip because I want to make some borders. So this will actually make 2 borders because I'm going to do a thing down the middle and then make 2 borders. You'll see. Alright, and we'll do a nice big tag. And we'll do some smaller tags. Let's see, this is 6 by 3.5. And then this is, we'll do this at 3. Because I find when I'm doing mark making and whatnot, even if it's going to be for collage, I do better if it's a smaller piece. A big piece just feels overwhelming. So I figured for some mark making, I would go ahead and just, we want about 3 inches. Cut them smaller. You know, I might even just do these long strips, 3.5. And then 3 and 3. I think that's 9, so that should all be 3. Alright, that's enough of those. And then I also wanted to do some, I think I already ripped up a lot of it is the problem. Hold on, where is it? Well, I've got some pieces here that I've already ripped of these papers that I did yesterday. But I also want to do some borders with that as well. So, and then I'll do some smaller pieces. And then, you know, if I want to rip them for collage or keep them cut for collage, I can. So welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. Oh, here they are. And I am just going to have some fun. Now, I'm not, yeah, and my desk is a mess. I should have probably cleaned that off, but I wasn't thinking of that at the time because the big cutter was here and I just didn't notice. Honestly. Just didn't really notice. Let's cut this one down too. Alright, people stomping upstairs, that's fun. So, just kind of cutting these, and the gears are fun because I can use the gears as part of the doodling. What do I mean by that? Well, we could start with the gears. That goes up there. Alright, I don't need brown. These paints don't need to be... Yeah, I didn't clean off my desk yesterday. But I didn't make a video yesterday, so that's part of it. So the simplest, easiest way, if you don't like to doodle, is just to use your stamps. But if you want to doodle and you like to doodle, then, you know, just take some fun colored paper and don't touch it while it's wet, or else you're going to have to, like, make that work. Those were just dots, but then I touched it, and so then I made some random lines here and there. So I could add to that, or I could leave it as it is. I kind of like, if I have a colorful background, to just use black and white on the front, or just one of the colors that's in here. Like, this has pink and some green and a tiny bit of blue, not a lot of blue. So maybe I could even, like, let's see. I could make the blue pop a little bit more if I wanted to. Or just use the pink. Maybe I'll just use pink. Too many colors might make it a little bit... Oh, that's not the right pink. That's not the right pink. Definitely not. What about green? Are we anywhere close on any of these? That's not the right green. It's more of a... probably don't have that green. Well, and I don't have the right pink. Oh, wait. No, that's too dark. Alright, so you know what? I will probably just do, oh, what's this? No. Also, that's in the wrong box. That's, looks like this. I don't have a lot of green. What about a teal? Bring in a new color, yes or no? Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have these. Haha. I have these other ones, which are not Posca pens. Oh, actually, this one might be. Oh, it might be not be out yet. That's these are Posca pens, Posca, or these ones are. These are Wotek, W-O-T-E-K. They're cheaper acrylic paint markers. They work pretty decently. Ooh, let's see. This green is. Oh, has this green been started yet? Because it does help if it's been started. Does that look like about the right green? Yeah. I mean, I don't have to make it perfect. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of this aqua one if I can get it started. Alright, so as you can see by this piece of paper next to me, I did go online and get some ideas for doodles because you can't always think of them, especially when you're on camera. So that's one suggestion too, is to just go online, look up mark making, doodles, whatever, and see what you can come up with. Also, the more you play, okay, that one, you have to hear the little thing move in there. Otherwise, it's probably blocking it. Alright. Yeah, I like that color for this. Now, that other color could work if I need it thicker. So, the easiest thing is to just follow the line of whatever you have in the background. So, that's something that's pretty easy. That way, you can just kind of bring it forward. And if you got pens that work better, it works even better. Oh, I didn't get the ink all the way down. The paint. It's not ink, it's paint. I can't see it on the thing yet. It's just on the very tip. That's my problem. I don't have the, there we go. It's starting to come out. That's the only thing with paint pens is you gotta work on them to get them to come out, right? So, you just kind of follow the stencil if you've used a stencil in your background. So now I can bring some more of this blue, which this is very close to that blue that's over there, which I'm liking. This pen is about to drive me crazy. What if they have this color in a Posca pen? Or, as my friends like to call them, or think I say, pasta pens. And if I do this a little bit towards the white part of it, it'll show up a little bit more than if it's on the color. But it still will show up because it's opaque, so it's gonna... Yep, I'm about to give up on this pen. It's about to drive me crazy. Now, I could go ahead and do like a green over here and a pink up there even. I don't have to use the same color on the thing, but for cohesiveness, that's what I like to do. Oh my goodness. Is this pen ever going to work? Alright, but anyway, you get the idea on this one. And then I want to make some borders too. So, alright, I give up on that. Since I have white on this, I think I'll use white. Oh, and guess what? I haven't started the white one either. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I've outlined the gears, and now I'm kind of just doing big circles, like open circles around in the other part, just to bring in some more blue, and I'm overlapping the circles, and they're different sizes, and I'm just doing this just to bring some more of the blue into the background while still being able to see a lot of the other colors. And I'm not doing it, I don't think I'll do it inside the gears. I think I'll just do it in this part. And I'm, you know, not doing it not covering every speck of it. Just being random with it a little bit. So there we go. Maybe a little bit here. Now you're probably wondering, what'd you get the white pen out for, lady? The white pen is because I don't want a big long strip like this. I actually want to cut it down the middle. So I want to do, I want it to be, I'm just going to go like this. And I'm not going to have it be perfect. And I'm going to make it probably a really thick line so I can cut down the middle of it. And I might even come in with the black after I cut it. And I could just cut it on one side if I wanted to. And then do, maybe I will. Let's see which side is wider. This, I think I'll do here. So I'm going to actually cut on, it probably would have been better to wait. I don't like these scissors. Probably would have been better to wait for the paint to dry. So I'm going to cut along this line that I made because I like random, I mean sometimes I might do like a scallop or just like little triangles or whatever, but I do like the organic feel of, whoopsie, definitely should have wait for the paint to dry before you cut it. I'll do that next time. I'll wait, either cut it first or after. Okay, and then the black, I was thinking black on this side. So this one I'll outline in black. And then you can see the difference. And also outlining it, it gives it, you know, a nice, it's, outlining it makes it look good. That's what I'm trying to say. I think is what I'm trying to say. Of course, you know, trying not to, you could either make it black all on the edge, or you could leave a little bit of the color showing on the other side. However you want to do it. So, there's that, and then, whoops. Are you getting ideas off of my paper for the doodles? Actually kind of have an idea, maybe not on this one, but on one of them. Alright, and then once I do this border, I'm going to set it aside to dry, and then I'll do the other one in white. Alright, so there's that one. We might want to add some more black to that. And this one we're outlining in white. Might need more paint, because our white is not quite as opaque as I'd like. But that's because I've used distress inks, which, you know, they're going to wick up through the white. That's just the way distress inks work. If I didn't want that to happen, I'm not sure what I could use if I didn't want that to do that. But it is what it is. So it really wouldn't probably matter which white paint I used. I'm still going to have some of that color show through, just because of the nature of the inks. So that's what it looks like outlined in white. That's what it looks like outlined in black. And then we can take, wait, did I? No, of course I didn't. That's alright. I think I want to, since these are gears, maybe I want to go ahead and do a gold and like a silver on one and gold on the other. Any idea which? Maybe gold with the white. Except the white's still wet, so let's do the... So I'm just going to, good, That one works. Just come along the inside line of this black. With the silver. Am I doing it perfectly? No. Am I worried about that? No. Because perfection is not the aim of the game. Just something fun and interesting to look at. That's what we're going for. In fact, you probably can't even see the silver until I get it up into the... Now, do I want to make this more dramatic? Might. Let's see. Might. I love this. This is like my favorite mark making tool. So I might just come in and then I'll just do some could have gone the other direction too. And I'm just kind of rolling it. It's a nice big chunky Sharpie. And just started using it recently. And it's fun. They're not perfect marks, but that's kind of what I like about it. So then I can even come in with my silver and I could outline them, or what else could I do? Oh, I could do like that maybe. Just little lines, open circle, line, line, open circle. Just like that, real simple. Are they straight? No, not necessarily. They're just a doodle. They don't have to be perfect. Line, open circle. I got this one down here. So there we go. So that's how that one's looking, and that is probably enough for me. I don't want to kind of overdo it, but I wanted to add some darker color to it, and that was kind of a fun way to do it. So that could go on the side of a page, top of a page, middle of a page, on a belly band, whatever. Now this one, I do want to bring a darker color in. What if we bring in turquoise, maybe? And then I might just go ahead and just dot around the edge. And maybe, let's see, I want to bring this color to the middle some. So maybe I will, let's see. What? Well, might even just go ahead and outline the white. You do not have to have the paint markers to do this. You don't even have to have your own paper that you made. You could do it on a digital or on scrap paper and just use your markers, colored pencils, ink pen, whatever you have. Use and just have fun with it. And if you do want to try Posca pens, you might want to just start with some black and white, because, you know, if you have a colorful background, the black and white is going to be effective on the colored backgrounds. Just want to get a little bit of, I want to be able to see my border, I guess. So if I had a, I'm losing some of my dots, but that's okay. They're still there. In fact, I can even add some more up here. Someone's car doesn't want to start. So, yes, yeah, and if you're doing this on camera, you tend to forget to talk. Gail was doing some doodling in her video this morning. And I was like, talk, Gail, talk. It is easy to forget to talk when you're doodling. So that's why I actually, you know, it's fun to do without having to. So there we go. We got a nice border. I still want something in the middle. What if we just do it this way this time? Well, that's right. We were thinking of doing some gold on this one, right? See, you don't have to have the chunky marker. Just make some rectangles. Just doing them the other direction this time. It's as simple as that. And a repeating pattern always looks nice. Don't know who that was. One of the neighbors somewhere. Over yonder. That's what you get when you live in the suburbs. Alright, I need to let that dry a minute. But I'll come back and like I did on the other ones, I might do like, let's see, are these dry enough? Do little diamonds instead. You get the idea, right? Almost looks like a star. Diamond. But it needs to dry more because I'm just kind of scraping off the paint again. Paint from because of that. Alright. So, that's what that looks like. So that, you can see what a difference using, whether you use black or white, what a difference that makes. Should we come closer? Come closer. Alright, now let's play with some of these doodles that I figured, you know, let's do some of these. Probably, possibly, potentially. Maybe. Let's see. Alright, well, we've got some nice paint going on. I need this to, do I like that color with that? No, I don't. I do not. I do not. It's kind of an orangey in here. What about this pink? Wait, if these aren't open, then it won't be. Nope, not love. I don't have the right pinks. Oh, you know what? You know what might be a lighter pink? Is one of these, because these are like more skin tones, earth tones. Oh, good. Don't know how I feel about that. I think I need something a little more. That's too weird. What about me? Yellow? That's a bright yellow. Maybe I should have figured these out ahead of time. Don't hate that one. See, they're more earth tones and not as bright as some of the colors I've got on here. Or I could go the opposite of the color wheel. Or I could go, wait, I got a violet in here, don't I? Did I already pull out violet? Do I have violet in here? There it is. Sort of a, it's actually more of a, I don't remember what they're called. I have them written down somewhere. Because they don't say the name on them. Why? Why wouldn't they say the name on them? That one I don't hate. With that. What if we wanted to bring in some blue? Maybe. Alright. Alright, we've got the flowers on here, which is nice. We like the flowers. And we might want to take our in-between spots here and just draw lines, because that's a possibility. Didn't I say that I was gonna do doodling this time? I lied. Apparently. Let's see. Well, you know, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I have a nice big blank space here, and I want to work with it a little bit. And sometimes just doing lines like that is a nice way to do it, which I'll repeat elsewhere. Let's see, should we come in the same direction over here? Maybe. Oh, nope, we're going to change direction. Look at that. Okay. Kind of having to guess where some of the stencil is because it's not perfectly on here. And I'm just kind of outlining the stencil right now. And then I'm not sure if I'll work in the light areas or the dark area. Well, let's see, I've already started in the light areas, right? So I might just leave the dark areas alone. This is, what is this one? This stencil is Unraveling Pansies, I think. PM Artist Studio. This would be a little easier with a thinner tip marker, but that's okay. And some people just always prefer a wider tip. I like both. It depends what I'm doing. Because of course you could always take the stencil out and, you know, use that as your guide too. But I've already put it away, so, and I can mostly see this. And on the parts I can't, well, we'll just guess. Of course, this is, you know, pretty relaxing to just follow the pattern that's already there. There we go, that part's done. Now, in the parts that are not flowers, let's see, we got circles there. I think I'll go ahead and do some of that there. That's a flower, that's a flower. Now these loopy loops here, maybe we will take a lighter color and do like just circles. Can't see them, can you? Because it's the same color. That's alright. It is just the tiniest bit darker. So once that's dry, I'm going to outline them. Let's see, this is not a flower. Alright. I want it to dry faster. Dry faster, Mon. Silver or gold? Silver and gold. Gold? Sure. And I've just done random circles. And I'm just following them now. Let's see, this side should be dry first, right? And I'm just, you know, I'm not even perfectly you know, I might be bigger. My circles around them might be bigger than what the paint I actually put down was. That's what I'm trying to say. Of course, I can barely see them. You can't see them at all, I'm sure. I can barely see them. Where else did I do them? I did them here. Don't know which way I went with that one. And if I want to bring some more of the, what is this, gold, I can even go ahead and use it on the petals. Now you do what you want. Some people like to use a lot of different colors. I like to use about 3 plus black or white because otherwise it just feels overwhelming. So I've just got some gold and the dark and the light colors going on here. And then when I do it in half, I don't know why I did that this time. Did it different. It's okay if you do it different in one space than the other, it's okay. And as you can see, I'm just messily going around. I'm not worrying about making it perfect. Was this the color we used? Do a little bit more of this. And I like that the dark color has, you know, brought in some darkness. Hello, darkness. Has made it a little bit more bold than it was. Just adding some messy gold in there. We'll do it on these too, I guess. Don't have to, but we can. And you could kind of see where my hand touched it where it was wet too, but that's alright. It's just going to be fun and interesting when it's put on a journal page. That's all. Alright, now, how do I want to do this? I might go ahead and just go ahead and cut it. And some of this you won't even be able to tell it was flowers. Alright, so on one of these, let's just go ahead and use this as our border. Maybe we'll add some white. So white should be opaque over this paint when it's dry. It's just the inks that want to wick through. And on the other one, I think I'll do a black border. Because a black border is just a nice, bold border. I'm going to pause. Okay, so on the black one, which I need to be careful because I've already touched it when it was wet, I added a little bit, I did the border where you could see color on the outside of the border, and I added a little black dots in there just to bring the black all the way through. So it didn't, you know, so it was a little more cohesive, I guess. I don't know. And then here it is outlined with the violet, I guess we'll call it. I don't know. Aubergine, I don't know. The purpley color. Alright, what's next? Just do some random, well, this is more earth tones too. Oh, let's do also earth tones. I got the brown. And what's this color? It's not open yet. Oh, we got, that'll be perfect. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start with this because this is my new favorite thing to do. Oh, and I'm not going to put them, look at this, I'm just kind of going, I alternated them this time. That's fun. Could do that up here a little bit too. Alright, so I've got that, and then I can, well, I'll probably need it to dry a little bit. I can just kind of draw a line coming up through it. And then I can just kind of do some smaller lines going through that. Like that. And then brown. Is that a good brown? That's not the brown I want. Also, where's the paint in it? That's a Posca one. Where's the paint? I can't tell if it's the brown I want. Oh, I don't think it is. Well, no, it's a little red. Alright. I have a lot of brown Thule ones. I want a burnt umber, which I'm pretty sure there's a burnt umber in here, but maybe not. Can't go by the by that. That doesn't tell you. See, that's a little bit more red than I probably want. It is. Thought I had another brown. How now, brown cow? Nope. That's alright though. We have like this really dark blue, and there is a little bit of blue in there. So let's see. What might we want to do? See, these I do more bold. I like more bold. Not as much of the I don't know. I could do, I'd really want a thin one for that. Oh, I could do black. I could just grab one of my, where's my skinny, this will work here, this. I can just do some, we'll come up this way maybe. Kind of like fake writing. And a little bit down here. It's the reason I used a really thin one is because I didn't want it to be too overtaking with it. Alright, see, I like the simplicity of that one. Alright, let's try something else that we can be a little more crazy with maybe. I mean, we could be crazy with anything, but I need a thicker marker than this. Here's my, I see a bee. That's what I want. I want my bee. Alright, I'm gonna do some of these, I think, and I'm gonna make them go in different directions instead of doing like the you know, sometimes you might do the like this. Can you see that? Well, you got to do at least 3 or it's a booby. These I'm gonna go in different directions, you know, kind of angle them different ways. And then kind of do them differently, like, let's see. Or I could do them all the same. I don't know. I'm going to start just by doing a double line and see where I go from there. I've added some interest by not having them be all the same. Alright, let's do a third line. And I wanted the bold, the thicker black because, you know, it's a dark background and we want to be able to see it, right? Let's see. Do you want to come over to the side a little bit? let's go do, 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 do. In the middle of that one. And maybe do that in that one. And maybe over here. And this one. And we'll fill in this one. We'll fill in this one. We'll fill in this one. We'll fill in that one, and we'll fill in that one. We'll do the stripes in that one. Okay. Let's make this a nice bold, dark line. We'll do that with all the ones that have the stripes in the middle. We'll do a bold line here. Stripes. This one has stripes. And they don't all have the same number of, I don't know what, loops or whatever, so that's not a big deal. We're not worried about that. Some of them have 2, some of them have 3. That's not a big deal. We're not looking for perfection, we're just wanting to have some fun. So in these ones, where I have the dark in the middle, I'll do a stripe up here. And I may or may not or maybe I'll do some and not the other ones. Like this one, I'll color in every other. That bird is loud. And this one I'll do every other. That way there's a little variation between all of them. And then maybe we'll go ahead and do this here. This one we'll also do every other, just because that will give it more of a do some circles here, circles here, circles, so that's kind of fun, whether it's on the bottom of the tag or on the side. Like say this is a pocket, we might want to do something on the top here. Maybe a little checkerboard. Maybe come down one more. It's not a straight line, we don't care. That's not important. These aren't perfect squares, that's okay. That's not important. It'll actually probably be more interesting if it's not perfect. And one more line maybe. And maybe even one more line, but this time we'll do dots. So whether you have a really colorful background or a dark background, you can just doodle and have fun. See, that'll make a fun pocket in a journal, I think. And if I wanted to brighten it up, I could add some white. Oh yeah, that's why, because I hadn't done this yet. That's okay. We'll get out our our white Signo pen until we have this one ready to go. So some of my favorite pens to use are these Uniball Signo pens. They're kind of a gel pen. That's the this one's probably that one looks like it's almost gone actually. I think that one's gone. Why are we holding on to the gone ones? These ones might cost a little bit less. They work alright too. Usually. Not always. Okay, good. What I can show you, let's just go ahead and brighten this up. Add a little bit of white on here. Will just help to brighten it up. And because it's the gel pen, it's not gonna be as bold and as opaque. Like, let's see, here's the... So if you want it more bold, you'll want to use your paint pen, probably. So this will kind of make them pop a little bit. Now we can see them all good. And I can even come through and do some... I just have to remember not to touch it. That's the hard part. I have to... So I can turn this so that now I'm not going to touch that side, hopefully. That's the hope anyway. I keep thinking someone's in my yard, but I'm pretty sure it's just the birds and squirrels and whatnot. Just a little bit more. So a nice simple black and white is a good way to go. And up here I can just kind of outline this. There we go. So that'll make a fun pocket. I could even outline the whole thing. Why not? See, these are more cardstock, so these I'm more likely to use like as a pocket or a tag. And, you know, you can have the fun designs on the bolder, darker colors. Sure you can, but you can also do them on the bright. Alright, let's ignore the background pattern on this one and go for something fun. Let's see. Oh, we can just do even... And then it'll be a fun piece to use in collage or, you know, as a background on a tag when you back it. So this is an easy one to do. You just draw your long lines and then you just do your little angled lines. It's kind of like a cable knit sweater type of a thing, I guess. Or is this the, I forget. Don't ask me names of patterns. I don't know them. And you don't have to have them be perfectly straight lines. If you want them to be perfectly straight and even, and you know, if that's your thing, it's okay. Use a ruler, do that. It's fine. Alright, now let's see. So I'm just using the same marker, but I'm going to do just some different things. And it's good to have paper underneath because, you know, these are permanent paint. Or you might be using a Sharpie. And it's good to mix, you know, you've got some straight lines and then you want to have kind of some curvy lines too. It's nice to have a mix. And, you know, like I say, don't worry about perfection. Nothing has to be perfect. And you don't have to have the pasta pens, whatever you want to call them. It's all good in the neighborhood. And when in doubt, do dots. I think even Gail said that this morning. Can never go wrong with dots. Of course, mine are not exactly dots because I've got a little thing going on the back of my, you know, your markers. My markers, I'm not very good at keeping them pristine and whatnot, I guess. Let's see, let's add some black maybe. Oh, or I want a thinner one though, that's the problem. Put these up here. So we have kind of a peach color and a teal color, so I don't want to go too crazy. I want to keep, maybe I will just use black. Which is a bold choice, I guess you could say. But, you know, if you're going to use this as background in collage and whatnot. Then it'll be fun. Alright. Yeah, that's good for that one, I guess. Let's go ahead and do something. Seem to have a lot of that. Oh, this is the lace. I do want to kind of trace that lace. Oh, let's do this. Has other colors. Oh, and I seem to be wanting to do the borders today, huh? Alright, so this has a nice swirl here. Which I might want to just kind of bring out the swirls and then play with the swirls, you know. And then, oh, I think there's one more here. Can't see it really great, but alright, I think this peacock one might be kind of fun to just follow some of these lines, maybe. But also I want to do other stuff too, right? Let's see. This does have some aqua in it. Nothing wrong with some aqua and olive. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. I'm going to just leave those as kind of focal points, and I'm going to ignore the rest if I can. Alright. So do a bold, spotty pattern there, and then bring it again over here. And maybe over here. This is going to be cut in half, so I kind of want to remember that I want to have a little bit on each side. And then we can play with these big circles even. I've used this a lot, so there's probably not a lot of ink left in there. But I can take these wings and fly. Where's my thin black Posca pen though? I want the Posca pen. Oh, here it is. So now I'm just going to outline these. I like black, just brings in bold. We like bold. Well, I do anyway. Maybe you don't. I don't know. There's something about bringing black into the background here that just makes things pop a little bit. I like it. Do, 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 do. I like it like that. And I do like to go off the edge a little bit, so it makes it look a little bit more random. Okay, let's see. What do we have on here? We could do some hashing. Oh, we could kind of, let's come off of here like this maybe. And maybe come off of here like this. Alright, we're going to try to do something like on these, I don't know. We'll try something. We're going to go like this. And then little, kind of doing little leaves, but then some of them are hearts. But not necessarily every other one. They're just, I'm just kind of being random with it. And that almost looks like a little head. So we'll just do those. Repeat that little half circle, another half circle. Oh, now I gotta watch where my arm's going. Okay, let's do this upside down. Yeah, with the paint pens, you gotta be careful. Really, with any of the pens, but so do just a little leaf, like just a little oval, basically, and then a little heart. A little oval, a little heart, a little oval, a little oval. There you go. You got a funny little thing happening now. So we do a half circle. Okay, good. And color the first half circle in, leave the second one open. Do a couple of those, a little heart, a skinny little hearts. There we go. We have one more right here. And you don't have to do the hearts. You could just do the little leaves. But when I saw it online, they looked like little hearts. But I didn't want them all to be little hearts on mine. So that's kind of fun. What else can we do? Oh, there's a book on Amazon that has these little dangle thingies, which I thought were cool. So I thought I could try to kind of do sort of like that. So I'm just going to do a line and then a shape, and then I'm going to do like a little swirly, and then I'm going to continue that line. So I'm going to do a circle diamond, a little swirly, and then circle, and then just kind of, it is very crooked, isn't it? That's okay. We're just going to do another crooked one coming from here with the same design, but come this way with our swirls this time. There we go. And people like things in threes, right? So should we do one more? Going this way this time. Circle, little diamond. Going this way. Circle, little diamond. Going this way. Circle. Just kind of connecting one of these circles to one of these circles. Because why not? And this side's going to be on a separate thing, so we could even do something different. Maybe fill them in this time. Just do a little circle, circle, swirl. Circle, circle, swirl. Circle, circle, swirl. Circle. And that's the end of that one. And then we can do this one. Swirl, circle, swirl, circle. Do a little bit different each time. I'm doing the swirl the same way, but I'm doing one circle in between this time. Because why not? And we're going over that background pattern with the black, which is also fun. Circle, circle, swirl. Going back to the first one with the 2 circles. Circle, circle, swirl. There we go. So those were kind of, that was a book that I saw. I thought it was kind of fun. Let's see, what else have we got here we could do? Oh, we could do just some little daisies, or should we go ahead and do our middle? How are we going to cut this one? I might follow that a little bit. And this one, go ahead and do my border. So I'm going to do it like I did I'm going to do a more narrow border, I guess. And I'm not even doing it the whole way. I'm kind of like where there's circles, I don't think I covered the circles. I think I left them. And same with that one there. And could even do a double line. Why not? Probably because we already have other lines on there, and a double line kind of makes it a lot, but that's alright. We're not too worried about it. There we go. I don't know, that's kind of a fun border, isn't it? What about this one? Just do a dot, dash, dot, 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 dot, dash. I'm going to skip this whole thing right here, actually. Dot, dot, dash, 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 dot, dot, skip the circle, dot, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash. I know, I don't have to keep saying it, do I? Could have just done dots around this part, probably. There we go. That's kind of a fun. It's kind of a monotone. It's got a little bit of other colors on the background, but a lot of just green and black, which I like. How are we on time? Oh, we're over an hour, so I guess we're done. So, did some doodling today. Show them up close if I can. The borders. I've been wanting to do the borders. The first person, well, of course, the first person I saw do this was probably, I've seen Gail do the borders, but also Carrie's Mixed Media. She's done borders as well, and so Go check them out, and I'm sure other people have done. Seems like something Treasure Books would have done. We have a pocket and journal card and some of these. And let's see, anything else? I think that's it. So, you know, just go online, look at pieces, just practice, and just have some fun. I'm going to have some more fun, and then I'll put them up on Instagram and maybe show you in the next video the ones that I made. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.